Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof, and welcome back to the Thursday stream. It's a Thursday. I'm getting back into the swing of things, slowly but surely. I promise you, I'm professional about this, for the most part. But yes, welcome back everyone to the Thursday stream. I just realized I have a Pringles can next to me that I haven't thrown out yet. I need to do that. Yes, today is Thursday. We are going to be joined by a line a little bit later on. But for now, we're going to be doing a little bit more work on the build station. Dragon Reaper, I really should have those turned off at the moment, because all I have to exercise on right now is hardwood floor, which ain't good. It's not good. It's kind of painful actually to exercise on. So I'm gonna relegate those to a stream where I have a carpet. Because otherwise my back is going to break. I can redeem points, that is true. I can. Yeah, like that's why the room is so echoey, is the thing. I'm basically in a room with empty walls and a hardwood floor, which makes sound bounce off of every surface in this place. Yeah. Like you need to. I mean, I don't even want to know at what point count you are at, Dragon Reaper. I've got to be honest. I'm relatively sure it's pretty damn high. But yes. No, today we're going to be back in Space Engineers. We're going to be doing 321.8k. Ooh, spicy. But yes, today we are back in the build world, the build world, because we are eventually at some point today going to be doing some build stuff with Line. Line will be arriving in about an hour-ish. Line is in chat, but is not. Line starts later than me, so it's fine. But yes, today, yes, Line is still in bed, technically speaking, and I don't blame them after the day they've had today. But yes, today, lying in bed, Mon, yes, Luca, the pun lives up to the name, or the name lives up to the pun, whichever came first. But yes, today we're going to be doing a little bit more work on this. So this is the Ghost Industries construction station, the build station, if you will. And it is where we stage our build contests, essentially. And it's not finished, it's nowhere near finished, as a matter of fact. This is simply the central segment. I have installed construction pads for tiny vehicles, like drones and stuff in here, which I think is kind of cool, actually. Now, I've made it very cool, in that if I go into here, this should be drone deployment. Reverse these. These pistons come down, there's a ladder that goes down to this level, and then they fold out the side of the station, which I am very happy about. I like this a lot. I need to correct the names of the pistons. I originally built these as racer pads, and then I was like, these are a little bit small. A little bit small for racer pads. So these realistically should be drone stuff. Drone. very quickly do this and this, that, and that. I need to figure out a system of putting up blinds in these build areas. Because one of the things that I thought of was doing a kind of like a projector system that would actually bring up walls in the middle. So if I go to small divider projector and turn this on, you can see that it brings up these walls, but the problem with these walls is they're a little bit see-through. I was trying to figure out if there was a mod that would actually allow me to have, like, adjust the opacity of the... Hold on. I need to check something because I just realized. I think that the console actually does that, doesn't it? Scale, pitch, horizontal offset, blueprints. Yeah. Scale 100%. No, it does not do opacity. That's annoying, but fine. But yeah, I'd like to find a mod that actually allows me to use the opacity slider on blueprints, because I swear there used to be one, but it doesn't exist. It either never existed or doesn't exist anymore. I don't know which. But yes, this is the station so far. I'm liking how it looks, but it needs more. It needs more. So we'll get there. Basically what we need is the large shipyard sections at either end, as well as the internal racer construction areas for ground vehicles and small flying vehicles, gravitational racers, space racers, that sort of thing. Every time I'm here for the start of one of these things, it's gotten increasingly complex and weird. Yeah, look, you can walk through the giant rotating ring sections now. How fun is that? Yeah, it does keep getting a little bit more complicated. I will thank Frosty and the Federal Industrial developers. Federal Industrial is a mod set that adds ring rotors that you can walk through and pressurize and stuff, which is kind of cool. But yeah, those are the stabilization rings that will eventually be a thing. It's just I haven't gotten around to putting them in yet. But yeah, no, this is I'm pretty happy with this. I need to figure out how I want to actually continue constructing this. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to take a screenshot of this, and then I'm going to open Paint. And open documents. No, I need space engineers. Screenshots. Right at the bottom. Out. Okay. And we're gonna go to display capture. You'll be lurking, you've got commissions and cases finished. Fair enough, Luca. Also, this is my screen at the moment because I don't have my second monitor up. Everything is in the same place, basically. Which is... kind of fucked, honestly. Kind of a mess. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, right, we're gonna do a little bit of design. So, first things first, let's grab a nice red. Oh, no, I don't want to edit with Paint 3D. Good God. There we go. So, these are... We'll go with font size 18, why not? There we go. Swear to God, Luke should get a folding table that isn't the size of Elon Musk. I mean, it is pretty small, I've got to admit. I'm gonna listen to this in the background while doing D&D prep. Fair enough, Srakti. Look. It was cheap, alright? It was cheap, Luca. Just like the parts Elon Musk uses for his cars. Right. Okay. Medium. Hard grid. Build zone. And same on this side. And then bronze design base in the middle. I know what you have to think about the quality of life. Look, the quality of life is fine. Anything related to Musk inevitably explodes. Well, one could hope for that about his dick. You know. Okay, so we want racer design base. Actually, racer slash fighters design base on this side. Rover design base on that side. Then next to this we can have drop slash transport build homes, and over here we can have combat hard grid build zones. Okay. And then what other things do we have on the spinning wheel of ridiculousness? Hold on, let me turn that off so that I don't accidentally throw our DMs to the wind with lying. And accidentally spoil a bunch of D&D stuff. Okay, there we go. Now show me the spec. I don't believe that using a mouse on your chair arm is good quality of life. No, it's fine. I mean, I can go from one side of my screen to the other with less than 2 centimeters of movement, and that's how I usually use my mouse, so you know. Okay, let's see. We've got rovers, personal transport, combat, cargo, racer, frigates, destroyers, land cruisers, battleships, dropships, drop pods, escape pod design phase. Okay. So we put escape pod design at the end there. Oh, it should just be pod design based. Drop pod design variables. At the end there, and industrial vehicles. There we go. And that kind of shows the basic layout of the entire station. Like, eventually, this is what it's gonna end up looking like. So, now I need to actually figure out, well, at least this is how this is where everything's gonna end up going. So, let me see. How do we want this to, well, we probably want, okay. Brain, let me think. Oh, God. We have the SC build wheel. Construction space station. Give me some image references and let's see. Ship construction space station. There we go. Oh, we're immediately getting space engineers results. That actually kind of makes sense. No, that's a construction thing of the deaths. Ooh, fire station design. Kind of cool, but not what I'm looking for. That looks kind of neat. That's a big cylinder. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Starmade, meh. This is Sage's modular space station. Ooh, hello. Orbital dry dock. I like the look of you. Hello. Okay. Right. So if... Alright. Let's plan something out here. So if this side is going to be... let's move our little forklift vessel to there. This side, we're probably gonna go there. So it's gonna be quite wide. Or at least quite long. I'm not sure if I want to make the whole station round. The round is a good look, but I don't think I want the whole station to look that way. So if we do... Actually, hold on. Let's make sure this is mirrored on both ends. No, actually... well... No, we want one end of the station to be heavier than the other visually, I think. I mean, an octagon is fine, Dragon Reaper, but it doesn't... I mean, that's basically what a circle in Space Engineers is, realistically speaking. Because you can't do proper circles, not at the scale that I'm working at, basically. Okay, hold on. Let's very quickly take away the mids. Yeah, let's just have that. So like this, we can design this segment to go out to around about there. It's a pretty good... But then the question becomes, do we want to design it so that... Okay, that's the medium large grid segment. Well, in this instance, Lying has won 2 of our competitions so far, and I have won 0, Ulka. So, Lying's kind of in the lead. Okay, so that's 9 wide, so we probably want this to be... let's say... 19 wide. Yeah, so that's kind of the build area. Oh. Yeah, Lang's been kicking my ass, but that's because I value aesthetics over function. And at the end of the day, aesthetics don't win combat scenarios. At least so far. Okay, so what if... Ooh! I just have an interesting thought. What if we design an extending construction bay? So when it's not in use, it compacts into the side of the station, but then when it is in use, it comes out and actually fills up the area. That could be kind of cool. I like that idea. Okay. It's probably gonna be... Let me think about this. So if we do 5 on the side, like this. Think of the physics engine? I refuse. Then this. And then the full 45-degree thing, like that. No, that feels too curved, and we need this to feel industrial. So, what if we go... beam block and that. Actually, beam block end at the bottom there. And at the bottom here. Then just your regular beam block going up by 2. And then this coming up like that. See if this looks any good. Then grab the beam block in, bring it across that. Hold on, let me look at that reference so that we can really. That is not what I was looking at. I mean, I prefer that design actually. Okay. Well, in this case then, the sides are going to need to be longer. So let's quickly get rid of this. And we'll make the sides, which are currently 7, 9. Actually, we shall very quickly that so that we have. Oh, whoopsie. There goes that. We will put the end piece here, and that 2, 3, so that's 9 total. We'll go to 11. Like that. And then start making a hexagon. Because I feel like a hexagon is what's going to work a little bit better for this design. Okay. Right. Right. And then on this side, we start out with the beam block end, and just the regular beam block. 4. Oh, that is. I put that in the incorrect place. That is fine. It is easily fixable. Is that the? Yes, that's the correct length. And now bring this down. The goal of this is to make it look industrial, sort of something that you would probably see in the sci-fi future, as it were. That you would see large ships being built inside. I'm not sure if I'm achieving that. But we shall find out. I have some bad news for you. Oh, do tell, Luca. I'm curious. There's a flexi spot mahogany desk for sale near me. Maybe it's in stock on my end of the universe, or world rather. Okay, so that's... It's from Facebook Marketplace? Ah! Damn. Oh well. I'm sure mine will be in stock eventually. Okay, this is a bit too tall, I'm feeling. So let's do something like that. Maybe an octagon is a good idea. You've been looking for the light wood top every day? Yeah. Understandable. What if we do that? That feels slightly low. Okay. We're figuring things out. So if we go up by 1. What about that? That feels slightly too high. What if we open it by 1 or 2? Maybe. Open it by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on. 3. Do that. This. Grab that there. Put that there. How does that work? Yeah, that feels good. Okay. Yeah, I'm honestly not surprised, Luca. I've got to be honest. It's kind of to be expected. Okay. Grab you. Put you by 2. Put you back in. Okay. And that feels pretty good, I think. I mean, obviously it doesn't look textured at all, which needs to be fixed, but that looks pretty good. Alright. So in that case, what we probably want to do is this segment will be not on the station, but nearest to the station. And then what we can do is grab some pistons put them here and here, so that when these ring segments are fully extended, there will be maybe about 7 or 8 of them, I'm thinking. Let's real quick take out, because we don't need that guide rail anymore. Take out that. Okay. So this is the build area for... Actually, we need a battleship to scale. Light cruiser. Just light cruiser. Cockpit. Yes, I know it contains mods that are not in this world right now. How big is this? How big is this? So this is a light cruiser, which is basically a battleship. I mean, it doesn't really fit, but me and Lion will never be building that big. So a ship like that would probably have its own shipyard module that wouldn't even be attached to the station because it would be too dangerous. So yeah, I'd say that's a good size. Oh, I need to turn off the tweet stream. I haven't updated my address yet. Smash cut to 2 weeks from now when you are building that big. I mean, I wouldn't be, for 2 main reasons. That big took me several months to build and decorate and design. I wouldn't want to build that big on stream without having multiple streams to do it in. Because that's a fucking nightmare, basically. No, thank you. Okay. Do that. That. Eight? Eight. That's not right at all. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. These are one short. They should be an uneven 7. Okay, that's incorrect. There we go. We take this out. X. There we go. Okay. That should be 9. 9. Yeah, nice. Okay. I can go up to there. And on these central sections, what we'll do is we will grab those like that. And Um, Hey Nick Matt, why is the station spinny? The gravitational stabilizers. Not finished yet. I should add. Not complete. Still under construction. It's even spinnier than before. It is even spinnier than before. You're right, Line. Okay. Let's see. I'll probably want spots. And then we can do that. The edge. Something like that. Actually, no, on the back. No, actually that's fine. And then the external section here, we can have catwalks like this. And we need no, don't open Microsoft Office. That's not what I want. Neon tubes. Go there and there. And seal that. Now we have a little catwalk section. Oh, it's pretty good actually. Although, I am wondering if windows would look better. In the inside it doesn't. That's for sure. Hey Black Lightning Knight, the lemming has arrived by jumping off a cliff and landed safely into the stream. Welcome to the stream. We are designing a space station. Kind of. What if... No, that won't work. I think we'll just go with the windows for now. Because that actually... It's one Black Knight. Okay, just Black Knight, I guess. Will work just fine. It looks amazing and big. It does look amazing and big. That segment is the drone base. These segments are large grid medium construction zones. These are the spinning rings of gravitational stabilization. These are the large grid combat ship construction zones. Then over there we're going to have the large grid general cargo transport and general use personal transport ships. In the middle we're going to have the fighter and racer bays. Over that side we'll have rover design bays. This entire station is essentially the idea of, if you had a place to build everything, where would it be? And we're going to be joined by Lying in about 5 minutes or so, to actually explore the construction of one of many, many things. because tonight is build night for us. So we get to do wacky things on stream, and it's fun. Okay, let's do that. And that needs to go like that. Then more pounding back. Pouring, then the tubes and the windows. Yeah. Oh, that is missing some paneling here, I just noticed. Yep. And we have additional paneling that needs to go all along these sections. So that it actually adds some texturing, because as nice as the flat sort of coloring of the girder sections is, I do like a little bit of battered, riveted texture to my builds, so this is nice. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Should probably turn on my headlamp so that I can actually stream see what I'm doing and not be confused about why I'm building in the dark. There we go. And then we're going to very quickly do that. And these spaces are left empty for the piston set that will link up to the station. Okay, not bad. This middle bar can go for now, and that is what the basic looks of these station segments will be. We can do, yeah, that'll do for now. We'll do for now. Lying is about to join me. So soon we will be spinning the wheel to figure out what we're going to be building today. So yeah, I am pretty happy, and I'll just show off the interior of this segment for good measure, which is quite well lit actually compared to the rest of the station, which in fairness hasn't got any lights in it because it hasn't been built properly yet, but you know, it is what it is. Right. Okay, Line, are you alive tonight? Or are you still loading up your stream? Trying to think. I'm probably going to do a bunch more work on this off stream, honestly. But no, this is looking good. I mean, I'm liking how this looks. We're also going to, what we're probably going to do is we're going to have these deployable construction zones, right? But then behind them, we'll probably have large gates with the fighter build zones, or the racer fighter build zones that will go kind of here-ish. There's going to be a relatively wide thoroughfare through the middle. There's going to be maintenance bays in the side, and there'll be like big hangar gates in this section here. I think I might sort of bring the floor down a level here. Yeah. But we shall see. No, this is looking nice. I like this. I like this a lot. Ooh. Also, I did this ridiculousness in here, which shouldn't technically work, because this segment here, this bridge, is actually mounted on a rotor, because this section internally is there's a block there basically. It's this rotor in the middle, but I think it's fine. It's fine. It works. I do wish that space engineers would allow for non-cubic geometry for blocks. So, like a block that doesn't need to have this massive rectangle in the middle, but can be two separate points that are still linked together, but not directly linked, like physically. Or I don't know, the fact that the bay here, this thing, it's a rectangle, cube shape, but it has a hole here where you could put something, realistically speaking, but it won't let you. So yeah. Okay, turn off the mirroring for now. Right, I could probably shut the floors for the medium build zones. Hinge. Reverse. There we go. Lock those. This is looking pretty good, methinks. Pretty good. Okay. I am going to take a very quick break while Lang gets here. I'm going to grab myself a bottle of water, and I will be right back. Right, I am back. And hopefully Lion will be here soon as well. But we shall see. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. Sorry guys, I got suddenly distracted by the fact that I have my reference images open in the background and I saw very pretty ship. It happens. But yes. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think we're about ready to go today. We have a couple of bays ready for construction. We don't have anything for vehicles, which is the main thing, like wheeled vehicles. Will you be putting this build on the Space Engineers Workshop page? Probably. I already have a couple of my builds up on the workshop. Black Knight. Oh, hi. I keep doing that by accident. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Right. Why? There we go. I probably will be up on the workshop at some point. Fix my tweet stream. My tweet stream does have one thing on it with the new address, so it is technically working. It's just that I haven't added anything else to it yet. So yeah. It is technically working. Very technically. It's just that I haven't added anything from like Edinburgh in yet. I haven't taken the time to actually do that. So yeah. Okay. But yeah. I will probably end up putting the build station up on the workshop once it's finished, but God knows when it's going to be finished, because this station is about the equivalent to the Folly. And the Folly isn't finished yet either. So God knows. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah. No, there are a couple of things up on the workshop, on my workshop specifically. Let's see. Let's go to the Steam scene. I have a scene for Steam. Yeah, we have a few bits and pieces. Some are actually published, some are not. The Gentleman's Folly version 1 full survival construction is unlisted, but you can find it if you're in the Discord. We've got the Ghost Industries Ltd Male Suit AI voice, which is a mod, actually. We have this lovely creation, which I absolutely adore, the Firehawk, which is a jet turboprop combination biplane, which is quite fun, in my personal opinion. It is a lovely looking vehicle. It is modded, obviously. There are a few mods, not many, but a few. We've got this old thing, the Ghost Industries Phantom X7 battle vehicle, which is interesting in its design and a little wonky as well. What have we got right at the back? We've got the old interplanetary cargo hauler that needs a complete redesign. We've got the SS Ulysses,
Hello.
fully equipped. This is a replica of the Ulysses from
Listen,
Atlantis.
you there? Hello?
Hey, Lai. Hello.
There you are.
I'm here.
I was beginning to wonder.
Well, I only just heard you, so...
Right.
You are
How are
still
you?
extraordinarily quiet, as always.
Meh. I have had a day.
Yes, so I've heard.
There, for the benefit of the viewers, I have in fact been spending today dealing with a hole in the side of my office larger than me. So,
Hmm. Fun.
otherwise known as replacing a window. But
Hmm.
still,
In fairness,
I also,
larger than you isn't hard to do, but
have you shoved Russell, or have you shoved my Raven into like a chimney or something?
what?
It sounds, you sound, the audio that Russell's getting from you is interesting.
Is it incredibly echoey?
Yes,
Yes, that's because I'm in a room with hardwood floors and no soundproofing.
I see.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, that's going to be a recurring theme for the next month, I'm afraid.
Huh. Get on my level? I don't know. Right. I know you've been working on...
I would lie, but I'd have
State.
to crouch down.
That's fine, I can get an axe, remove some of these.
Oh, dearie me.
So yes, I know you've been working on the station today.
Yes.
Which I continue to find utterly baffling, because literally the only thing that we need is like a flat platform hovering in space. Sometimes not even that. So,
This is true.
But... So what exactly is the plan?
The plan is to spin the wheel, as we do every night, Pinky.
Excuse you. I'm clearly the brain in this relationship.
That is true, you are the shorter one.
Dense. I'm the densely packed one. As
Uh-huh.
opposed to you, who could turn into vapor at any moment.
Sure. Let's go with that,
Sass is
shall
great
we?
today, good to know. So his laugh is different, I don't know if it's because of the echo. Yes, it's the echo.
Yeah, it's probably the echo.
Pinky's the smartest out of the duo? I don't... I
That
think
is
they're
true,
different.
Pinky is a Sith Lord.
I think they're different kinds of intelligence.
Pinky's emotional intelligence.
Yes. Will I actually be able to log into your world today? Let's find out.
Well, let's hope so. I have a much better connection now, so...
And yet,
Well, you have to download things, so you know.
I mean, I shouldn't unless you've changed the mod pack.
No changes. It might just be downloading updates.
Possibly. Shouldn't be, but possibly.
I mean, the mod's
Alright.
updates. That does happen.
I've seen the hellscape that is your streaming setup right now. Are you on one monitor?
I am on one monitor at the moment, yes.
Oh no.
My desk does not have enough space to accommodate my dual monitor setup at the moment.
Get a bigger desk.
I'm
In
trying!
fact, didn't you have a bigger desk? Isn't that how you were able to have one before?
I've moved. I haven't brought my desk with me. Besides, that thing was awful. Absolutely god-awful.
But it was big enough for a dual monitor setup.
It was big enough for a dual monitor setup, but it wasn't big enough for me to be able to fit my legs under it.
Again, we can just get an axe. That problem is solvable.
Anyway,
Anyway,
there
shall I therefore be the one spinning the wheel, lest our audience bleed from the eyes?
If you would like to, yes, you may. You may.
I think Russell was shoved into a vase much bigger than him.
You may spin the wheel, line.
I think Rowena has Lucian duty today, but yes. Okay.
Let's see what we get.
Heavy Cruiser is the selection for tonight.
Heavy Cruiser.
Yeah. Chat can see it. I'm not just pulling the combat ones out of my butt here. This is
Okay. Heavy Cruiser.
How are we defining a heavy cruiser?
A heavy cruiser would probably be bigger than a destroyer.
Right. Shall we say large grid?
It will be large grid, yes.
You may want to start making up a little noteboard that says it, but
Yeah, I will grab one of the. I will grab.
like problems
I will
plus
put a
axes,
brief board
more
on.
legs.
Ah!
Yes. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just got hit by one of the spinning rings. Okay. Noteboard. LCD.
It's always a large grid? Not true. Our fighters were small grid.
Our fighters. The first things we did.
Also, what do you mean? It's always? We've literally only had 2 of these so far.
Yeah, that is true. We've only had 2 streams
It has been large
so
grid
far.
50% of the time thus far.
Well,
Also, and there's only 2 grids left.
No, 63%, 66% of the time at this point.
Yes. Although this one has happened yet.
Okay. Content, text and images, alignment, center, size, free, edit text.
Okay. Yeah, let me see. While I wait for this to go through, if anybody didn't know, I have a GoFundMe running right now. It is literally titled Lying's Transition Fund, and it's been going quite well, to the extent, in fact, that as of a few hours ago, about 3-4 months worth of meds are on the way to me.
Congratulations.
Now, they might take about a month and a half to get here, depending on shipping times and delays and whatnot, but yay! I will definitely have meds by March. Hopefully. And then I've only been, and then I will have only had to deal with the menopause for about 3 months.
Okay, so heavy cruiser is probably the second largest ship we have on the list.
Right. I mean, drone carrier is also on that list.
Yes.
Not the
Well.
largest.
Okay. No. Drone carrier, fighter carrier, and battleship are the 3 largest ones. So heavy cruiser is the 4th largest ship on the list.
Okay. Right.
Followed, then you would have battleship, then drone carrier, and then fighter carrier. Or drone carrier, battleship, fighter carrier. It's a little muddled there because they're all pretty big, essentially. So what did we go with for let's say heavy cruiser, 3 major gun turrets, and we
defining
can
as a
pass.
major.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, isn't it? Okay, so major gun turrets. I think I would count major gun turrets as 400 millimeters, 500 millimeters.
Oh, right, yes, we're using...
Yeah, so...
We're using your fancy,
yes.
gun mod.
So
that
I would say the major gun turrets...
no frame of reference for.
The major gun turrets, I would say, are the 300 to 500 millimeter gun turrets, as well as the 250 millimeter railgun turret.
Right? That's numbers and letters to me.
Those are basically the biggest weapons on the board, is it? So I will very quickly put down visual examples of these in game. I'll put them on
Also,
the
hello,
middle
Stephen. How's Tiny been?
bar. So we've got that. We've got that. We've got this. And we've got this.
Are you sure the world is joinable? Given that I've now been sat here for nearly a quarter of an hour.
Pretty certain.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that would be these gun turrets. So yeah.
Yep, magnificent radio.
They take up a lot of space though. That's their drawback. They are massive.
I mean, that's why we're building them on big ships, I presume.
Yes, this is true. Actually, I'm gonna retract that. I'm gonna say 2 major gun turrets.
2? On a heavy destroyer?
On a heavy cruiser.
On a heavy cruiser, 2 big guns. That's your
2
statement.
major gun turrets. So like, actually, these are space vessels. 3. We'll go with 3.
That's not
big.
even enough to make it symmetrical.
I mean, you can center line them.
Then that's like what, 2 on top,
Okay,
1 on
what
bottom.
would you prefer, like? Bearing in mind the size of these weapons.
Again, I don't really have a frame of reference for the size of these weapons. I know the vanilla weapons in Space Engineers, or the Combat Update at least versions.
Okay, well, let's see, that's the largest gun turret is 7 by 6 by 5.
Right, those are the ones, because the modded ones have, like, basically floors to them, don't they?
Mm-hmm. They have very long reload times, they are very big. Yeah. I'm gonna stick with 3 for now, and we can change that later once you get in.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in.
Am I?
Oh no, you're just looking at my stream, never mind.
Yes.
Okay.
Does that then mean that you're looking at my strip?
I am looking at your stream, yes. It's Streamception.
Oh. that means that you're cheating. You're screen sniping.
So are you!
I can't literally do anything.
Okay.
You've just
Let's
demonstrated the
say
capacity of
8
watching me work.
medium turrets. And 10 defensive turrets.
Look at what,
As
what are you
well
into?
as 4 spinal mounted.
4 spinal? But where does everything else go?
What do you mean?
Well, the spine is where you put all the turrets, usually, isn't it?
Well, no, the spinal mounted weaponry is fixed weapons.
Bet you lying will win if they only use vanilla weapons. Look, so far that hasn't been the case.
So far, that
So far
really
it's been the
has
case.
been the case.
It's yeah. So far the case has been I'll win regardless. But
Yes.
but I'll know what the hell I'm doing if we use vanilla weapons.
Okay.
Also,
I
I
would
think,
say a
at
heavy
least in regards
cruiser
to the railguns.
requires
Yeah, at least in regards to the modded
for at
railguns,
least 8.
it's the case that they can fire a lot faster than vanilla railguns, and I also think the ranges of a lot of the modded weapons are bigger than vanilla.
1,
In places, at least. So, if I don't use the modded weapons, I am screwed. It's annoying, but oh well. Such is the challenge of working with Lucian.
Okay.
There's a thought. I should just make a workshop mod that is just lying always wins, and then just slip that into the mod pack, just to demonstrate this.
Okay.
Guns only on top or underside. This is space, so guns on whatever flat surface you have, pretty much.
Yeah, this seems pretty good.
Eight crew space. Whoa.
8 crew space.
And a large reactor?
Yes.
We're mandating power supply now, I see.
We're mandating minimum power supply. Okay. What else would you think a heavy cruiser takes?
I mean, the obvious thing for me is like a heavy armor, but I know you don't tend to do very well with that. Lang was already told off for trying to build a Borg cube. I have done no such thing at any point here.
I mean,
I made a Romulan warbird at one point, but I have not made a Borg
I wouldn't
cube.
say heavy armor is mandated, but I would say it's encouraged at this point.
You can have a gun floating in the void still attached to your ship. Lucian has shown that's possible, yes, but it doesn't need to be somewhat close to your ship.
Okay, I'm gonna slow this down, it's distracting.
I wonder if that's also the reason I can't connect.
Well, it's stopped now. I mean, if it comes down to it, I can restart the world and see if that...
Give it a shot, I think, because I've now been here for like 20 minutes.
I will restart my client, actually, just in case.
Rightio.
Come on, Steam, figure out that I've turned off the game. There we go. Continue game. I mean, at the end of the day, Stephen House, gun placement is up to the designer, I would say. So... And it's a minimum quota for the reactor. The guns are a maximum quota, that's as high as you are allowed to go, but the reactor is minimum. So...
Nice. Tempting to rejoin again.
Okay. Would you say anything else would need to be added to this list, like?
Whatever motor gun turrets.
What?
Or major gun turrets, sorry. I'm misreading your stream. Boy, it'd be nice to see this in person. Let's see, 4 spinal mount, 8 crew space. I think those are reasonable. Next question, what's the size?
Well, the size
The physical
is... this is your basic size restriction, essentially. I'm not going to say there's a size restriction on length. We'll end up imposing that on ourselves, essentially. But, like, width and height is the size restriction here.
Is this also going to be an occasion where we don't bother to actually switch to survival and just fight these with creative?
I would say so. It's a lot of guns. They're not... Either they don't run out or they destroy each other.
Because that means that conveyor lines are completely pointless.
It does. I mean, we can switch to survival. It just means that we'll have to load everything in before we start, basically.
I mean, it's not necessarily a huge problem.
No, yeah, that's fine. Then we can switch to survival. So.
We can spawn in like we can just add like a large storage container to the station and just load it with a few million rounds.
This is true. This is true. I'm gonna
keep thinking that this bay is off kilter, but it's not. It's because the damn spinny thing being slightly off kilter. Can you destroy a ship at close range with your ship? I don't see why not. The hard part is getting that close to somebody within the span of like 100 meters per second.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, there we go. Separation walls are in place.
Okay, so we're building on the same side of the station this time.
No, we're building on opposite sides.
Okay, so then what's this? Like, what is the? I was presuming that we'd be on like opposite ends. Or is there not one of these on the other end?
There is not one of these on the other end. No.
Okay, I noticed a quick problem then, which is that only one of us will be able to see the rules.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy them over in a second. Like I'm doing it. All right.
But yeah, ramming I think is a totally legit strat.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
ramming's
recommend
a legitimate
it.
strategy.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No.
And it's not going to be easy when everyone's traveling at 100 meters per second in various directions, but
it's definitely a possibility.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Or it will be as soon as one of us can get the other into the world. Do you have a blueprint of that station?
Yes.
Okay. Might it be worth attempting this the other way around?
Maybe. But you don't have mods.
No, I don't. Strange and unfortunate, that.
Which essentially means that...
Well, link me to the gun mod, and I'll put that in.
Okay, yeah. That's just Northwind weapons and weapon core. That's easy enough. That's not... Northwind weapons. Copy.
Here we are. Okay, powered by weapon core.
Yes.
Is that
so
another
you'll
thing I
need
need to add as well?
You'll need weapon core, which is the framework that Northwind works off of. But that's about it.
There is a lot of weapon core here.
There should be one specific that is just weapon core. If you filter for mods, line.
Mods. There are 226 entries. Do you mean Weapon Core 2.4 by Darkstar?
Yes, Weapon Core 2.4.
Okay. Right. I was thinking of making a contraption that snaps shut on a ship and causes damage from impact, like the mandibles of Trapjaw Ant. People have made those. People have also made ones that had like jaws lined with grinders. The trouble is, those can't take very much damage, and also you have to generally put them on a hinge, which makes them very vulnerable to just being knocked off, effectively. Unfortunate.
Okay. If you want to spin up a world line, I will paste in the station.
Alright. Let's see. That'll do. Mods. Let's see. Northwind weapons. Weapon core. Why not that too? Creative. Friends. Max players 4. Autosave yes. Any world settings I need to change here? Block limits off. I think.
Yes, probably a good idea.
Enable spectator. Thruster damage, sure. Let's see, cargo ships, destructible blocks, tool shake, simulation quality, random encounters, no. Wolves and drones, no. Spiders, definitely no. Progression, nope. Bounty contracts, nope. Weather, there's no planets. This is probably all good. Aim assist, what? That's a feature? Aim assist
I believe
oh,
it's for
gamepad
controller
controllers.
users.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. That should all be good to go. Scooters. I've never actually seen the Space Engineers alien spiders in person. I have no desire to go to the alien planet and meet them.
They're interesting.
I should imagine.
They have 6 legs.
I mean, I imagine they'd have more legs than me, yes.
And they look kind of like... I don't know. They look more like a deep-sea creature than a spider. But still spider-like.
Here, Duke, spawning. Server should be ready to go momentarily. Just spooling up. Shift escape to spectate. Nope. Player connected. Lucian. Boy, that was fast.
I don't know, that maybe it's because we're on a new internet connection here, it might be that something with router is like being weird about people
maybe
connecting into stuff. I'll have to talk to Zeri about that.
Hey, Lydia.
Evening,
Spider-like that have 8 legs. Technically speaking, yes. They are technically speaking alien insects, maybe alien ants. But they're deliberately designed to be sufficiently creepy for me to really not like them. Let's see, factions, create, building, I guess we'll call it. Oh, right, I'm in attack. I only have 3 characters to use.
Oh right, you don't have... okay, that's fine. Technically fine. Yeah, those don't exist in this world.
Except everyone. There. Okay, so now we have a team to join.
The spinning rings won't exist in this world. That's fine.
That's fair. It's fine. It'll save our sim speed a little bit.
They weren't moving anyway, but...
SOSS, save our sim speed.
Info, factions, building. There you go.
Okay.
Yes. Welcome to the Ghost Industries construction station. Still under construction.
It's more lacking in lights, I notice.
Well, yeah.
It's pretty much just the sun.
In fairness, this section of the station I hadn't finished building yet, so...
Is it going to be pressurized by the end of it?
No. Well, maybe. It might be pressurized if I can be bothered, essentially. Because,
I see.
Pressurizing a space really depends on whether I can be bothered to do it or not.
Okay, so...
Yeah.
Who gets which side?
I don't mind, honestly. I call dibs on the one I'm floating in at the moment.
Okay, I'll take the other.
yeah, I don't
Trim off that edge
particularly
because
mind.
it was bugging me. Right,
Hmm?
just trimming off the slight edge you had at the bottom there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Fair enough.
so I'm going to set a timer for 1 hour.
For 1 hour.
1 hour.
We are building heavy cruisers in 1 hour.
Hour and a quarter?
I was gonna say 2, but I don't think we have the... Well, no.
No, in 2 hours we will have a quarter of an hour to fight.
Yeah.
It will take us longer than that just to get set up, I'm sure.
I'd still say, like, at least an hour and a half.
90 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in 3, 2, 1. Begin building.
Begin, yeah. I just realized that I don't have my standard toolbar set up. Load it. There we go. I do love Space Engineers plugins. They're very helpful. Okay. So what is your design philosophy for a ship like this, Line?
I feel like that would be privileged information.
I mean, I guess.
I
But
feel like
we
that's
both
something I
have
should
very
tell the enemy.
different design styles and philosophies, so...
I mean, generally speaking, when you're talking about a big ship, what you're looking at is just something festooned in weapons. That has historically always been the case. You're not looking for something that's like live and able to dodge and dash and just like shoot at the enemy's weak points specifically. No, it's something with enough gunpowder to actually like murder anything it comes across.
Oh, that is a point. On the board, there is a little section that says 10 defensive turrets. There are 3 turrets that fall into this category, all right? Disco ball lasers, 30mm autocannons, and 30mm CIWS. Actually, and the 100mm gun turrets. Those also fall into that category.
Right.
So, yeah.
I'm sure those names will mean something to somebody.
Would you like me to put examples on the side?
Yes, please.
All right. So, those, these, and these are what you would consider defensive turrets. So these are point defense, basically.
Get some light here so I can actually see the dang things. Okay. Interesting. What the? What?
It's disco ball laser.
I see why you call it that now.
It is literally called that.
What's that like, out of curiosity?
Hmm?
Max range 1500 will only fire its smart projectiles. Define a smart projectile.
No idea.
Right. I presume that means it's anti-missile.
Probably, yes. But we don't have missiles in this, so...
Did we not?
No.
Just
There are other mods that add missiles, but
yeah,
we
there's
don't have them
the
in this
missile
mod.
turret right there.
Hmm?
There's the missile turret.
That is true,
Rocket
but I don't really count those as smart missiles. They're just like... They go in a direction. They don't really follow. They're not homing missiles or anything.
Okay, and then there's these big things. I feel like I'm going to have to spawn these in on my sides and just like test how quickly they fire to have an idea of them, but other than that, noted.
Yep.
Also, my chat is calling you out because you're asking for 90-minute timer, and last time we had to wait half an hour for you to finish.
I mean, yes, but in fairness, we're building pretty big ships.
Hmm. It's fine. Okay.
Okay. How's it going? It's going, Lydia. I mean, we're basically building massive vessels at this point. So yeah.
Alright, that should be fine. Just plonk that in the back. Nice. Smart missile or squishy person? Yes. I think the answer there is just yes. Okay, definitely want to have heavy armor around here, just so that we don't get, marginally hacked. Let's put it that way.
Actually, I just realized I don't want to be building up light armor.
No, you've made that mistake multiple times at this point.
Yeah. It's easy to sketch in light armor, you know?
Yeah, I get that. I mean, if you want to use light armor, Lucian, you are welcome to use light armor.
No. I learned from my mistakes. Well, usually. At the moment, I'm just trying to figure out what style of ship I want to go for. And at the moment, I'm not finding anything that really suits me in terms of references, which is kind of annoying. Oh, that's ridiculous, no. Okay. Let's start from the back, actually. Okay, that could work. Hmm. Okay. I'm still not sure what design I'm going with, but I think I have an idea, maybe.
An idea, maybe.
An idea, maybe. That is all I've come up with at the moment. All I know is that I have a really big thruster pack. I think I'm gonna need it.
Good for you. Terrific opportunity for you there.
Mm-hmm.
What glorious monstrosity is this? Oh, I'm gonna find out eventually, I'm sure.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Set the book to be that kind of point.
Yeah, alright.
I'm going to make an executive decision to not care about something that's probably going to come back to bite me, but we'll see.
Oh dear.
We'll see.
That's definitely gonna come back to bite you. You know that, right?
You don't know what I'm referring to, so
Well, we'll see.
that's what I said. That's what I literally just said.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Let's see, where... Okay, so I need to remember that only one axis of the reactors actually has ports on it.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea to mount these weapons so far. Ooh. Alright.
Counterpoint, you're probably going to be ahead of me at some point.
That doesn't make their positioning any better.
Uh-huh. Whoops. Oh well. That's probably fine. Don't need to worry about it.
this could be a good idea, actually, I just realized.
Oh?
Don't worry about it.
Proceeds to worry about it. In fact, I will worry about it even more now that you told me not to worry about it. How do you like that?
That's my plan.
Yeah, that was an error. Okay. This is the point where I probably should not be reading your chat, is it? I probably should not be staring at your chat too intently.
Probably not, but I don't particularly mind.
Yeah, it's just I'm fairly certain I'm going to get spoilers if I do.
Okay, I need to add my fuel source in.
You mean your reactor?
No, my fuel source.
What is a... Now I'm confused. What on earth do you mean?
Well, unlike you, Lying, I enjoy the use of
You're
hydrogen.
using hydrogens. Right. Okay, right, that explains a fair bit more.
Oh boy, this is gonna... That's a hell of a... That's a hell of an explosion if anything in there goes pop. But it's fine.
Uh-huh. Yep. Later, Esper. Also, hi Blue, how you doing?
Okay, so if we bring this down to about there. Oh, the temptation.
What temptation?
No, I shouldn't.
What?
The temptation to add spinning weaponry onto this. But it takes so long to calibrate. It's such a bad idea.
You're right, it is. Why do I feel like you'll do it anyway?
No, I'm not going to. It takes like 3 hours to build spinning weaponry. It's so dangerous as well.
Well,
If we
you'll be
had
right
the
there.
if we had Federal Industrial, then I'd do it. But no, not with the current setup.
I didn't know you worked for the Tories.
What?
Federal Industrial.
No, Federal Industrial is a mod, Lying.
Oh. I didn't know the FBI played Space Engineers.
Okay, I think this ship is gonna end up mostly framework. Gotta be honest.
Okay, that is a good start for me, I think. So now I need probably some batteries, because there's a lot of things in here. And I feel like this is probably going to have concerns if I don't give it additional power. Toying with working on your cobalt, but you have to remind yourself not to do work this late in the day. That is fair. I do not have that work ethic, as evidenced by the fact that this is when I'm streaming.
Yeah, but that's kind of a your fault thing, Lying.
I mean, partially it's yours.
How is it mine? I start an hour earlier.
Yeah, you go for longer than I.
No, I wouldn't if you didn't stream this long. Or this late, rather.
3 hours is a perfectly normal length of time to be streaming.
Mm-hmm. I don't deny that. I'm just saying that if you started earlier, then we'd finish earlier.
Alright. Check. What were the numbers here that I had to work to? "10 defensive, 8 medium, 3 major." Alright. What are we defining as the medium turrets again?
The medium turrets are your... okay, so...
Is it just these
200
ones?
203 millimeters, up
Right.
to 150 millimeter railguns.
Right.
So that's 203 millimeter single, 203 millimeter howitzer, 203 millimeter gun turret, 75 millimeter railgun, and 150 millimeter railgun.
It's gonna have to experiment with these to figure out which ones I like the best. Oh good, I was pointing it the right way. 150 millimeters do seem like they fire pretty slowly.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the bigger the gun, the slower it fires at the end of the day.
Yeah. Kinda like them when they fire a bit faster, though. I wonder how slowly the 250 fires. What class are we counting the 75 millimeter?
75 millimeter is medium. Yeah.
Oh, I can't control this one. Hmm. I can't even tell this thing to fire. Dang, this is impossible for me to test. Right, I think... And 250, I'm guessing, is, like, out of scale at this point.
250 is one of the majors.
One of the majors, but the 150 is also a major?
No, the 150 is a medium.
The 150 is medium, the 250 is major.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Oh boy. So I can have 8 of the 150s, but only... like... what was it?
Three
of the 250s?
250s. But bearing in mind that you also have the 3 to 500s as majors as well.
Hmm. Ham. And defensive turrets are for, like, anti-missiles.
Sometimes, yes. They're also for... they're pretty decent. Some of them can be pretty decent for flak and stuff.
So that's how far away those get. I need to remember I haven't put gyroscopes in this thing yet. I'm pretty sure that's a mistake you made last time.
Yes, that was a mistake I made last time.
And then we had to wait even more time for you to be done.
Well, you know, it does happen.
Okay, that's a nice looking shape so far. Three majors. Hmm. Oh, the standalones are barely available for large ships. Interesting. Okay. Interesting, this railgun does not count as just a weapon.
If you mean
Like
it doesn't show up in the weapons list, that's
Yeah.
because when you're like,
You set it to just fire by the looks of it.
you set it to mouse control and you'll be able to fire it regardless.
Why?
Hmm?
Why?
Don't ask me.
Okay, there we go. That's a decent rate of fire, I think. Might have some use for that. And it's 4 spinal mounts. Right. Still, I know I said it, but I actually still haven't actually put conveyors in, put gyros in this thing.
It is something that I looked at and went, I probably need to do that. Grand Admiral Yamato, thank you for the follow, my
There's
friend,
a
and
name.
welcome to the stream.
There's an appropriate name. I'm also missing an entire axis of thrust here.
That is probably not a good thing.
No. Only got half of them so far. Let's see, where can I squeeze these in? If they're even going to be that useful, I guess is the next question.
No, thank you. I'm fine, Grand Admiral. We are currently designing ships to test against each other. So we're good. But thank you for the offer. Please don't offer it again. We don't appreciate advertisements in our chat.
Unless they're for our Patreon, like my Patreon at patreon.com/line.
Yes.
Or your YouTube channel at youtube.com/Lucian_V_ghost.
Thank you, Line.
You're welcome, friend. I guess... yeah, if I put them here, should be good.
This is gonna be an interesting looking bridge.
You're making a bridge, I'm gonna make it just an armor-plated hole.
I mean, that's fair, but I think mine is gonna be mostly skeletal, by the end of this.
That's
It's gonna be shape and guns, and no in between.
I don't see much of a problem with that.
I'm sure you don't.
That sounds perfectly fine, actually. Here we go. That's that axis carried out. Good. Now to festoon the interior of this thing with, with actual, like, rotational control. Just ideally not in places where it will be melted by enemy fire. Okay, this is a station I'm going to test here to make sure that I haven't hacked something here. Oh, pretty. Pretty and an HR nightmare. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh. Never mind, something's not good. Something just registered unhappiness. What was that? I know I just heard something break, but I don't actually see what.
Oh, I'm
It
sure
was
it's
fine.
nothing important.
God, I hope not.
In the distance, we hear small explosions. Yes, Lydia.
Don't worry about it. Okay. I also haven't actually put any storage in here.
Hmm.
Like, I have no cargo capacity currently.
That is probably not a good thing.
No.
But you know, carry on.
Carry on because it benefits you.
Of course.
It'd be nice if I could do a /fill command right now and not have to remove these blocks to replace them.
Yeah, that's one of the things about building big is eventually you're just like, there's gonna be holes, and I'm not gonna fill them because I don't have time.
Okay. A little bit of a lazy solution, but this'll do. Alright, that should be all the axes I need. Let's see how this thing handles. Well, definitely needs more gyros, that's for sure.
Understandably so, I should think.
Oh, she's hefty. She's very hefty. But heavy cruiser, what do we expect, really?
True.
Well, managed to make this space back here for me, so let's use this.
Okay, I have installed my first cargo container.
Oh, just the one?
No. Well, just the one for now. Not going to be the only one.
That's getting better. Still wants more. That's not enough. I will be very concerned. Struggles there, but the important part we've got, I think. Oh yeah, that's a good sign.
Okay, let's see. We need to take out that.
I like that in firing those, my power usage goes from 4 days to 6 minutes.
Sounds about right.
Hmm.
Which reminds me, I need to put in a reactor. Weesh.
Oh, that's what got damaged. Okay, there's been something in front of here. It shouldn't have been. Okay.
The design of this ship is very interesting.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry about it.
That sounded like a complaint of some description.
It's not a complaint, it's I'm not really sure where I'm going with this. Gotta be honest, it's very abstract for my style. I suppose it's because I haven't really had much time to think about this. I wasn't expecting to do something so large today.
Well, they were on the list.
It's true.
Gonna hollow this out a little bit so that we have. Does he ever know where he's going with it? Good question. A little bit so I can get an idea of how this thing handles without as much heavy armor as it's currently wielding.
I wouldn't say she's thick so much as she's shark-like.
Shark-like. That's how you're describing your ship.
Shark-like, yeah.
Hmm. That is... Ooh, that is an imposing sight to be in front of. Okay. Okay, got my 3 spinals. Got my reactor. Oh, got my 4 spinals, okay. Need to remember that. Let's see... Crew space. Hmm. I might have skipped on that.
Oh dear.
It's fine. This is a wartime vessel. They might not be there. They're probably not going to be here long.
That is kind of sad.
And yet, accurate.
True.
Suffice to say, I do not need to give them luxurious living quarters.
Okay, I'm going to need... Wait, what have we got? Wait, hold on. Ah, right. Yeah, I will switch you out for the small variant.
You have 45 minutes.
There. And then Do that.
There we go. That's not connected.
That's 4, 5.
Probably worth me putting those there as opposed to there, I think. Terrific radio for Lucian's chat, I'm sure.
What?
Terrific radio for your chat. I should probably put those there instead of there, I think.
I mean,
trying very carefully
the radio
not to
in
give anything
return
away.
is just, I need to move this to here and that to there, and oh, right, I forgot this.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to the ummings and ahhings and mumblings of builders in session.
Builders in session who are deliberately trying not to let the other know what they're onto.
Pretty much.
Right.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Let's see, there's 3 major guns.
1, 2, 3, 4,
And the major guns were the things like the 250 millimeters.
250 millimeter, and then 250 millimeter to 500 millimeter. So you've got your 250 railgun, and then your 300 to 500 gun guns.
Hubris, these things are huge. Okay, that's... Those are just unwieldy large.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Those are like capital ships.
Well,
In fact, they're probably capital ships in their own rights. They probably just need a capital ship for the power supply. Recommend. Here.
still need to put in my reactor, I just realized.
That is possibly something that would be good to have, just so you know if you are powering anything.
Yeah.
Or indeed can support the power of anything.
NevG 2016! Thank you for the follow, my friend, and welcome to the stream. Okay.
And Punk is there. And then this there. Okay, that is 2 of the 150 millimeters. Is that a medium gun?
250 is major.
Major guns. Okay, so I'm allowed 150.
150 is medium, yes.
Okay. So I'm allowed 8 of those. Shit, that's annoying. Okay. As a note to my chat, when you're building your turrets, don't do this. Avoid doing this, in fact. This is what we call friendly fire. From a distance, the ears on my headset looked like horns? Well, each to their own interpretation.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I think I need to move these forward by one.
Okay, that is 8. Really an imposing sight. Fitting for me, really? I mean, the ears are usually more fitting for me, but okay. It's annoying you can rarely, if ever, build inside the boundaries of a turret, despite the fact that most of the turret is air.
I mean, Pilfit's guns work pretty well with that, in that the turret boundary is pretty decent, in that it doesn't cover the guns as well. Like, it just covers the main turret body.
Okay, now that those are in place, I need to actually connect them. For which I will, of course, be using reinforced conveyor tubes. Oh. Oh, and I can't put it there anyway because it'll get decapitated. Okay. Mildly evil enough for tiny devil horns somewhere in my head. I mean mildly.
What just went pop?
I don't know, I'm not doing anything. So, can't blame me.
Oh, it's fine. It's my fault. Fine.
Oh, and Lucas says unshrimp.
Yes, it is a good point. I'm kind of leaning forward and down to actually look at my monitor at the moment, which ain't great.
Okay, everything reading connected. Good. Should mean all of these turrets now work.
This thing looks beastly in some ways.
Yeah, I'm getting a similar sensation here.
Hmm.
Oh, I forgot I hadn't actually turned this back into a station. Okay. Pay no attention to the beams of death sailing off from the side here. Just checking things. God, this is a lot of power, though. Ugh.
Hmm.
But the fact that it goes to 6 minutes as opposed to, say, 6 seconds is good, I think.
Yes.
It's a lot of power, but in the scheme of like a combat situation, that shouldn't be a problem. Bleh. I evidently need to scale down the sound alerts, but okay. There we are. Here's a question from my chat. When am I gonna call this thing?
Ooh, that's a good question, actually. Chat, what do you think for my end of things? What is this? I'm not even sure what it is at this point. It's something, that's for sure.
I'm semi-tempted to call mine the ignominy.
The ignominium?
No, the ignominy, as in just like ignominious in defeat.
I see.
I'm not sure though. Okay, that's all my majors. What's all my mediums rather? 10 defensive turrets. Okay. What class is a defensive turret?
Those are the ones on the side.
Right, okay.
So you've got
Assuming we count Gatlings and other stuff as being...
I'd say we count Gatlings as being defensive, yeah.
Okay.
Not missile turrets, obviously. Those would be medium. So.
Yeah, but they're kind of worthless most of the time anyways.
Yeah.
Because missiles are so slow. Name it Lucian's Demise? I mean, I could.
8. Okay.
Was it the autocannon? Was that? No, that wasn't it. What was it? This is why I put a welder on my bar. That is 30mm autocannon. Let's see. Max air. Just these are ostensible. That there is a vanilla autocannon and this 30mm, and it is very clear that the modded weapons operate on a much larger range than vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Max AI range 1200 meters. Maximum range 800 for the autocannon.
Mm.
Okay. Up 30 minutes.
I might have something finished by then.
Might.
But this is looking ridiculous. I suppose I could fit a pair of 2 or 3s in here.
3, 4, 5. Oh, it's perfect. Beautiful. It's like it were made for it.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's fine. And that's 6, 7, 8.
Here we go. And I'm gonna swap a couple of these out for just regular little Gatlings, I think. Well, the Gatlings are much larger than these, actually. What? The vanilla Gatling turrets are 3 times the size of these modded autocannons.
Yeah. The autocannons are a 1x1, and realistically, the Gatlings should be a 1x1 or 1x2.
At least, yeah.
But he doesn't understand how weapon hitboxes should work. So, go figure.
I want something high, like, high fire rate when it comes to defensive turrets, I think.
The 30mm CIWS works pretty well, I found.
Yeah, but it's huge.
It is pretty big, yeah.
I might be able to fit those, actually. Have a look-see here. They're hefty, but if it works... I'm getting flashbacks to my Starfish, I think. The Crown of Thorns battleship. Just like, oh yeah, this is definitely layered turret lines, so everything can be firing pretty much all at once. And then it was too heavy to move.
That is how it happens, unfortunately. Well, I think ramming with this ship is going to be a viable strategy, actually.
That's true of most heavy ships.
Yeah, but this one has a massive spike on the front of it.
I also have massive things on the front of mine. Excuse. Right, so that's my 10. Yep. Through space. We need some. Enjoying those, Darkheart? Can make you jump. Now that's actually a slight trick, because I can't hear those because they come in through on the stream computer. But I see the alerts for them, so I know that they're there. Do I? Oh. Hang on, I'm gonna turn my mic off so I can discuss this with chat without you knowing.
Rude. But yes, chat. What are we thinking name-wise for whatever this is? I'm still not sure. It's certainly something so far. The Impaler. The Impaler. Ooh. Now that is certainly a name. Alright. Maybe. That is certainly a name to stand by. I think. Let's quickly add some armor plating. Just concealatory armor plating over the sections back here. we go. Hmm. Now, we do have this extraordinarily exposed bridge up here, but I don't think that's where I'm going to stick my cockpit. I think I'm going to stick my cockpit somewhere back here, in the engineering section. Because it will make things a little easier. I think. Although I am going to want some more windows. There we go. I'm gonna pull this section up. I think. So that when this is complete, it will have a bit of a... Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They are 10 defensive turrets, 4 spinal mount, 8 medium, 8 major. And now 8 crew space. Okay. Let's add some redundancy conveyors. There we go. So those go through there and through there. Additional redundancy. Probably.
Right. Time to figure out how to fit crew in here.
I've actually managed to fit an entire engineering deck in somehow.
That is entirely unnecessary.
I know! I didn't even realize I'd done it until I looked in and saw that my reactor was sitting on an engineering deck. That looks pretty, but that is the wrong way. There we go. Okay. My crew quarters are going to be a little unorthodox. Oh?
Because the way that I've had to insert them into this ship is a little weird. Pity we have reinforced conveyor tubes, but no reinforced conveyor.
What do you mean?
Well, it's just I feel like if we could have conveyor tubes that have more armor plating, then why can't we have also a conveyor junction itself that's more like?
Oh, yes. No, I get what you mean now. I mean, it would make sense, but the only reason the armored conveyor tubes were added was because people were complaining the conveyors didn't have enough connection points, the normal ones. So.
Hmm. A wonderful moment of, I wonder if I can just put one last helm here. Removes block. It's space.
Hmm.
Probably a bad
not.
idea.
Hmm.
Okay, where do I fit the last couple spots here that I need? There. Tidy this up because that is way too much. And the bigger the area that the gravity tries to affect, of course, the more power it uses.
Are you actually putting a gravity generator on your ship?
It's the only way that the crew section makes sense.
Okay.
Why, am I making mine more luxurious than yours?
I mean, I'm not really sure about, like, luxuriousness, but these are combat craft. I mean... I don't know.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yay, that's all I need. This does technically mean I've made a vertical ship here as opposed to a horizontal ship, but oh well.
I mean, what's up in space, really?
Whatever you say it is.
Exactly.
I should color it pride colors? It's an idea. Let's see, how much time we got left here? Quarter of an hour.
Mhm.
Oh, that does... I hadn't thought of that.
Oh no.
The... The way that... Because of the way I've done the crew quarters, maneuvering this ship does not behave the way you think it would.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Oops.
Well, that's something that you'll have to deal with.
Hmm. Question being, how do I deal with that? Can I? Oh, I wonder. No, that won't work. Drat. It's because there is no cockpit with a large connector at the front of it.
No, there is not.
Okay, alright. We're going to be running by Apollo rules here, but it should be fine.
Okay. Well, I mean... Technically, this can crew 8.
Technically.
Technically. Technically, it can crew 12, but it's not comfy.
Well, like you said, it's a military vessel.
True.
Yeah, this is gonna be weird, but it'll work.
Yep, the crew is getting sardined together, basically.
And minutes. We'll call this painting
Gotcha.
phase, I guess.
I'm just installing final bits and pieces.
Yep, I'm gonna add a beacon because I don't have enough space for for an actual antenna. Alright. Let's see. What are good colors here? Actually painting this a rainbow is maybe a bit much. But we can give it some nice colors. Okay. We want some white. And I need to remember exactly how these colors go. There we go, okay. A little bit of pastel pink. I've just realized I'm doing these colors inverted. That's not good.
Okay, that's cockpit in.
Blue sees this big top. Let's fix that.
Batteries.
Got enough batteries?
I think so.
And hi, Glebe. How you doing?
I think I might even have enough gyroscopes.
Gods, imagine that.
Mm.
It's not my best paint job, I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
Not by a mile, but
Better than nothing.
gets the point across. Oh, I'm missing a seat.
Okay. I'd say I'm about ready. Just about, anyway.
How do we want to be loading these exactly?
I
Did you put a connector in?
knew.
Neither did I. Okay.
It's good to know that we're at least consistent on that.
Yeah. Right, let me name this ship and get a backup for it. Okay, that at least is an orientation I can control this ship from properly. Is that actually a word? Yes. Good. And I've spelled it correctly, no less.
Welcome, Glebe Torin, raiding with a party of 9. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Space Engineers Build Battles. Is that what we're calling this series? I have no idea.
I guess. It's what
I've
it
been
is.
calling it Build v Build, so...
Build Battle Snap here.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, are we ready to reveal? Actually, I'm gonna name the blueprint.
I think I'm good. So there's just one tiny little detail, and I have about 4 minutes left anyways, so... Just want to... doesn't Northwind have like a camera block of some kind?
Hmm?
Like a I remember previously we've had
That's
like a
from Federal
camera.
Industrial, not
Okay.
Northwind Weapons.
Okay. Right.
Uh,
No worries.
Like, remind me of a word. It's. Oh, never mind. Found it. Got it. Never mind. Just trying to figure out a name for my ship, and then I went, that is the word that I'm looking for. Blueprint taken. Are we ready for the reveal?
I believe I am.
Alright.
Right. Blueprint taken.
Hello there.
Hi. How are you?
I'm interesting. Like, this ship is very, very greeble
you
towards the back, but then the front is just one long, like, lance.
Yeah. Well, you definitely went with bigger guns than I did, but I also have a triple railgun pointed straight forwards.
I have a pair of railguns at the front, and then a pair of railguns pointed backwards.
In case you need extra extra velocity, I guess.
In case someone's following me, I guess. Okay, hold on. Let me
Mind those
get out and we
thrusters.
can take a look around. So you've gone really compact, like
Yeah, you went
really
with,
compact. Actually,
You went a
now
lot
that I'm
more.
looking at it.
You've gone with a lot more bulk to yours.
Yes. You've wait. You don't have any majors?
No majors. They're
No
just fake.
majors.
No majors.
Okay.
Did you go with the full 3?
I went with the full 3. I
Bearing in
have.
mind, of the two of us, you're the only one that actually has a concrete idea of what constitutes a major gun.
Well, I did give you an idea, but like, I guess.
Might as
Like,
well have
I
been
have
written
the
in
two
Aramaic.
500 millimeters, one on each side, and then the 400 millimeter mounted on the front.
I might win by sheer virtue of the fact of I can see your thrusters.
Maybe, maybe. I'm
Your
wondering
thrusters are a lot
how.
more vulnerable than mine.
Yeah, yeah. No, I definitely
As
get
you may
that.
notice, chat, by the fact that you can't see mine.
Well, you can, but you have to be
See my
facing
forward
head
and
on.
reverse.
Actually,
That's it.
where are your side thrusts?
Good question.
Do you
Next
even
question.
have a side thrust? Oh, you.
Good question.
Oh!
Yeah, I have internal side thrusters.
Is. Is that gonna. Ooh, okay. I'm. A little worried that you might end
Also, you can
up
see what I
burning them
mean by
off,
like
but.
flying Apollo style here, can't you?
Hmm? Oh,
You can see
yeah,
what I
no,
mean by flying Apollo. Yeah,
I do
because
see what you
I have,
mean with that.
yeah, I had to put them that way so that this thing moved accordingly when you move the mouse around.
Makes sense. And then you've got mine, which is very much you've got the point defense on the outside. You've got the sea
All your
whisk.
gyros are external.
Oh, those aren't my only gyros. I have multiple layers of gyros throughout the whole thing. Like there's a bunch at the front as well.
Oi.
You've got 30 millimeters. You've got 4 sea whisk turrets and 6 30 millimeter
Yours
autocannons.
definitely looks a lot prettier than mine. I'll say that. This
Um,
floor is batteries, Lucian.
yes, that floor is batteries. And the walls. This is my
Oh, this is a very,
unintentional engineering deck.
right. Oh, you
You've
had no
got
gravity.
the reactor in the middle of, and then you've
Oh yeah,
got
water
the crew quarter bunk sections packed in like sardines in the side.
Hmm.
Um,
Is
and
this your
yeah,
main
this is my
control point?
main cockpit. Yeah, this
Okay,
is
so you
where
don't
I'll be
get you're
controlling
trying
from.
to avoid getting shot out of it again. I take it.
Yes, I was thinking, well, a ship this big would probably have a CIC of some sort, you know.
Jesus, you're using the gun is right. You are going to be deaf by the time you're done.
I mean, I'm not planning on hearing anything in here.
In space, yada yada yada. That's gonna
Hmm.
shake you apart. Something hideous. So you've got the Admiralty cockpit up here, I guess. Then.
Yeah, kind of. And then I have like four 203 millimeter gun turrets on the back as well. As
I
well
will
as
say
two
yours
150
has a much
millimeter
more
railguns.
spacious interior. Mine is a lot easier to walk around.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, I haven't put like I haven't had the time to put in that much thought when it comes to like pathways in mine. So yeah, it's uh it's a little more difficult with the time limit, that's for sure.
Hmm.
Um,
Let's see, where am I going here? Nope, that's the spawn. I want.
okay.
What is the key combination to teleport to somebody?
Uh, the key shift space, I think.
I'm just trying to make it so that I can actually like. Okay, I think I got it. Because I just want to have a peek at what's inside of this big long portrait. Oh dear lord. Okay. Yeah, that's Is there a point in your ship beyond which damage doesn't matter?
I have no idea.
Like I'm not okay. There's your cargo, right behind a pair of thrusters. Uh, hmm. It's definitely interesting. I haven't. Okay, there's your tanks, right behind a cargo container. Right. Okay. Okay. I could probably there's definitely a lot of empty space inside of mine that I could do with filling with armor theoretically, but
Hmm.
it's pretty sluggish as is. But yeah, pretty much. You see where the first autocannon is from the like just past the doors. Anything past that, the ship doesn't care.
Makes sense.
Yeah, which is why I've literally put all of my crew members behind every gun on the ship. Honestly, the big front thrusters aren't really even all that necessary because I mainly care about the interior thrusters. And that is what has made this thing basically be Swiss cheese, is I have to make sure none of the thrusters melt something.
Hmm.
But okay, right, let's load these things up.
Yeah. I mean, do we
Now we need to
want
figure
to
out.
load them up, or do we want to just... It's gonna take a while.
Yeah, not that long. The hard part is for me just knowing what ammunition I need.
I suppose.
Let's see, Oh, I also need to remember that the Northwind weapons have, a variety of ammunition options.
Yep. Okay. I'm just gonna spawn 10,000 of each and chuck a bunch in the containers. Or a thousand of each, yeah.
Hmm. What is the difference between DU and cram?
Depleted uranium and CRAM. I don't know what CRAM means.
Right. Well, I know what depleted uranium is, so I'm gonna presume that's the armor piercing. Alright. C control? Nope. Shift F10. There's the CRAM. Is it 30mm I need? Who knows? $30mm. Okay. 30mm on both of them. Gotcha. Things aren't taking their munition.
I don't think they take them when you're in creative mode.
Yeah, that was my thought. Let's see. Uranium. Ingots. There we go. And whatever these railguns use.
Okay. I think I'm about ready. I think.
I need to figure out what the railguns fire.
Hmm.
Is it a railgun Sebo, or is there a special... Is there a special, like, grade to it, or...
There's 75mm, 150mm, and 250mm railgun ammo.
Right.
It's literally just called railgun ammo, so...
Well, I have 150mm, and...
What is Kasaba ammo?
Kasaba? Like the melon?
Kasaba.
Let's see, 250mm and 150mm. Which I feel is going nowhere for the sheer virtue of the fact that this cargo container is small. So I'm going to save, make a backup, and I'm going to go change this to survival. And we shall fight.
Oh, there goes my back.
Yeah, you and me both.
While I wait for the world to load, I'm gonna have a drink.
Yes, my ship is called the Ignominy, which is fancy schmancy talk for public shame or disgrace.
Mine is simply called the Blockade Rusher, because someone said it looked like one.
Oh, I don't recognize that name. What's that from? Is that
No,
just
no,
a
no, no.
class?
As in, it looks like a ship that would rush a blockade, essentially.
Oh, yeah, right.
So I just called it the Blockade Rusher, because, honestly, that sounds pretty cool. I like some of the design elements that I've got going with this ship, but there's a lot of them that I'm like, I'm not quite sure about that. So, I might end up rejigging it in the future.
Okay, that should be all good. Load it. Let's see if I can actually load my ship properly. Why am I being a dum-dum? Is that what's going on?
I have no idea, Lion.
Nope, but it's connected. It's just my turrets aren't taking ammunition, apparently.
Ah,
30
interesting.
millimeter
My Steam has
C-RAM.
frozen.
30 millimeter. Oh, did they not save what I told them to use? Is that what happened? Okay, yeah, I think I just actually gave them a kind of ammunition none of them are using. Whoops.
I suppose it's a good thing that my game just crashed then. Gives you time.
Nope, not that button. Is it Baltic 9? Nope.
Hobby 8BX. Oh, good lord. Goodbye. Bam. The bots are getting smarter.
Oh.
Yeah, it followed me before I could ban it, basically. Yeah, I was tabbed out, Lydia, because the game wasn't open at the time.
I swear one of these days I will figure out how in the hell to control this.
One day.
F10 is... Okay, F10 is, regardless of what I give it, spawn stuff. What is it? What is it? I know I had admin controls open for a hot second there. Nope, that's a screenshot. Ah, space engineers, why do you have to have so many keybinds?
Ah.
Shift enter.
Okay.
Hmm?
My ship doesn't have a beacon. Or an
No, it
antenna.
doesn't.
No, I've got to put one on.
Right, well.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Is your ship pressurized?
No.
Mine isn't either.
Right. Why?
We're
is
gonna
this-
run out of oxygen.
After a while, you may want to spawn in some oxygen tanks for that purpose.
Yes, probably a good idea. At this point, I'm wondering if it would just be easier to do this in creative mode.
It probably, well, I mean, categorically it would, but it would also be...
Actually,
like,
we can turn on invulnerability for our characters.
yeah, easier. But the main thing is just that, like, if we have it in creative mode, then so many features don't matter.
Yeah, that is true. We should probably have a separate world that just has all the settings ready for combat that we can just spawn the ships in. That would probably be more helpful. Like one world for building and then one world for combat, straight up.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, there we go. So let's see, then I need 250mm railgun. And 150mm railgun. Okay. And I think that's everything I need. Have you got your beacon in?
Not yet. Give me 1 second. I'm installing it now. There we go, beacon in.
I don't like that the bots don't have a follow now. It's not that big a deal, really. Coding-wise, at the very least. Yeah, I'm taking a few lessons from our previous fights here. So all of my, basically all of my thrusters have cowling.
I don't have any flak 200mm rounds. That's what I was missing.
And then a lot of my thrusters, of course, are completely internal. Because that's a thing that Space Engineers lets you do, because you don't actually have, you don't actually have, like, was it thrust mass, or something to that effect?
I have no idea.
Like, in a standard spacecraft, the reason that the engines are the way they are is because you need to be throwing things away from yourself to get the equal and opposite reaction. If you just had them inside of your ship, you would be moving your ship in the exact opposite direction that you're moving your ship, so it just nullifies. But on Space Engineers, reaction mass doesn't exist, so we're fine. Yay.
Huh. Flak 200mm doesn't exist in the spawn menu.
Alright. Huh.
That's strange, because the 203s can use it.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just switch off those.
Not seeing anything here now. Right. Let me know when you load it.
Yep, should be ready to go.
Okay. Get back up of that.
Yeah, I don't like how the bots know how to follow either. That's a problem. They're learning from Tumblr.
They're learning from Tumblr.
Well, that's where they've been following me. I have I think I've racked up about 50 block reports at this point on bots on Tumblr.
Right, what's the admin menu to turn us to invulnerable?
I shift F10, Alt F10, one of those two. It might be at 11. Completely sure.
Okay, invulnerable. Yep,
I do not have access to the admin menu. You'll need to give me access so that I can make myself invulnerable.
Okie doke. Let's see. Players, Lucians. Promote.
Thank you. Yep, yep. Yep, there we go.
Okay, so let's get away from the station.
Yes, good idea. Although the station doesn't have any guns or anything, so...
The station doesn't have any guns, but we will start shooting it when one of us leaves.
Yeah.
Oh, it's taking me a while to get
This
to
thing
speed.
gets up to speed really fast!
Yeah, mine's a lot slower. How have you done with actually using heavy armor this time?
It's all heavy armor.
All of it?
All of it.
Oh boy.
That's why I have so many gyroscopes.
I mean, that's also why I have so many gyroscopes, but yours is bigger than mine. We'll see how that does for you. What's the
Okay,
effective?
we're at about 8 kilometers now. I think that's pretty good. Okay.
Okay, attempting to decelerate. It'll take me a bit.
Yeah, I have managed to decelerate. I know why I like hydrogens. They are
Yeah.
really good for like acceleration and deceleration. They're really strong. But you have
Yeah,
to make sure
I
that
can't
they're
deny
all
that.
wired up. So
Can't deny that.
like you have the advantage of you can put your thrusters anywhere. I have the advantage of acceleration.
Oh yeah, you're a lot faster. You're also a lot more explosive, and you're a lot more
Yes.
subject to you're a lot more subject to conveyor damage.
Yes, this is true.
Okay,
Okay.
what is? If I just quickly check, what's my effective range on these forward railguns? 250 millimeters. Doesn't mention. Just tells me how fast it is.
Mm.
Oh well.
All right.
Okay.
Are we ready?
I think we are. I'll take another quick save.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Here we go.
Here we go. Let's see how well this goes.
Hmm.
We're gonna have to actually get in range of each other first. This is gonna take a while.
Yeah. Think I'm near you?
I mean, you've turned off your beacon, so I have no idea.
I also have no idea what the maximum range of half my guns is.
I have no idea. Oh! Something just hit me.
I think you're.
I was
think you've been
seeing
engaged.
none of that for like a good lag minute. Yeah, I saw nothing for like a good minute before my entire ship freaked out.
Yeah, you appear to be dead.
No, I'm still alive. It's just everything is lagging a lot.
Hmm. Well, I've lost my forward camera, so I have lost my advantage in aiming now.
Okay, I still have power. I just have no thrust.
I still have power, but my reactor has taken a bad hit.
No, my reactor's fine, actually. I just...
Yes,
I
my
got
reactor
in
is
range of you, and then everything jittered into lag. Apparently. Is what happened there. You've cored part of my ship, but you've cored the part that was empty, so... But I have lost conveyor control. That has gone. So I think I'm about out of the fight at this point. I have no idea where you are, and because I couldn't see where you were, everything kind of just didn't work.
Well, I think I'm heading towards something that vaguely resembles you.
Oh
don't
yeah,
know if
I
that's
think I see
actually-
your beacon. But you're actually heading away from me at the moment.
Oh, do you have the 2 beacons or 1?
I have none at the moment. I believe because, yeah, you shot it out. I
Well,
think
I think
reset
that's to me again?
on this one. Because I'm honestly not sure what happened.
Well,
So,
I
yeah.
flew up and you died. I'm taking that as a win for me.
Sure, you can have that as a win. I
That's
still
what I
don't
remember.
actually know what happened because I lagged and then everything was dead.
Yeah, unfortunately, having a camera right next to some of your biggest guns that your enemy is naturally going to prioritize means that the camera doesn't live very long.
Yeah, no, that's somehow not surprising.
Yeah. Okay. You back in?
Yeah, just give me a second. Because I think some of my guns were not calibrated properly. Yeah, the 203 gun turrets are still on flat 200mm. I don't have any of that ammunition.
Nope. You have plenty of time. Well, my autocannons aren't loaded either. I've got plenty of 30mm standard ammo, which is what they should be set to. 30mm ammo T. Am I correct that 30mm ammo TT is... Wait, ammo T and ammo T... Are these loaded? I don't know anymore. Ah, next time vanilla. I grant the vanilla weapons have less pomp to them, but they're also easier to use.
I suppose.
Alright, when you're ready.
Yeah.
And I'll even do I want to do you a favor?
Ready, steady, go.
Yep. Oop.
Oh my god.
I hit something there.
Did you? Because I can hear metal scraping on metal, but I see nothing. Oh, and then my ship disintegrated. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I see you now.
I hear metal scraping on metal, and then my ship disintegrates, and then I see all the fire.
I mean, it helps that I'm using triple rail guns.
I think something might be loose in my ship that's causing
Oh.
problems.
You think you need to duplicate it?
I might, yeah. Because I keep hearing something grinding away when I'm moving.
Hmm.
Ah well. I believe this is 3-0 to you.
Yep, 3-0.
Yeah.
You did manage to get rid of one of my forward thrusters, which has led to some exposure of my conveyor network.
Whoa! Yeah, my ship just split, and there was absolutely no intervention from anything.
I know I've taken some damage because I can see a small thruster just floating away. Oh yeah, I can hear some grinding in me as well. Oof.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I think there's definitely an element of lag to this because flying along, next thing I know, my ship splits in half. I see nothing.
When my ship starts shooting at you, I have no visual on you either, so don't worry about that. About that too much.
Except that I don't see anything hit me. Like there's no rounds flying through the air at me. It's just sudden disassembly.
Hoi! Okay, I might know where that thruster just floated away from.
Oh dear.
Oh. I don't know. Is your ship stationary, or can
No.
you get it to move?
I am not stationary, and no, I cannot slow down.
Okay, well, there is a hole straight through my ship,
Ooh, ouch.
lengthways.
But yeah,
There
I
is a
think those
hole in the crew
150
cap.
millimeter railguns definitely.
Pack a wallop.
Yeah, they definitely pack a wall up. To say the least.
Okay, I think what's happened here is a shot of some kind went through one of the forward engines, all the way down the interior of the ship, past the reactor, and into one of the rear engines through the floor.
Wow. That
Like,
is
yeah,
certainly one way to
there's
do
a
it.
straight. There's a straight line between there. Oh, that is a shot from the expanse right there.
Nice.
Astonishingly,
Wow.
none of my gyros took any damage, or the conveyors for that matter. It's just just here.
I believe that that kind of brings our combat to a close on that one.
Yeah.
Um.
I've definitely taken damage from being pointy, effectively. Like, I have a lot of armor, but I have some glaring weak points in the front of it.
Yeah.
Namely, the existence of something that isn't armor. That hole in the crew quarters. that is astounding. It's like, I would not want to be anybody in these seats when they hear that hit.
I definitely think that next time we're gonna have to go for a smaller, like if we get one of the big ships, we should probably re-roll it next time, because this took a while, and I don't think I even got halfway through what I would have liked to have done on a heavy cruiser. But it was an interesting experiment, that's for sure.
Yeah. I had fun. Don't you hate it when you redeem something and it doesn't go through? Should have done. Blame Twitch sound alerts for that, I guess. But hey, if you want sound of Fox. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this was definitely an interesting experiment. I
I feel like combat ships might be your Achilles heel.
Maybe.
Because
I mean,
you build too aesthetic and not enough practical.
I mean, this one was very practical, to be honest. It had a variety of different weapons. It had a lot of heavy armor. It's just that those 150mm guns, they shred through it.
Yep, can vouch for that. So, well, my ship says trans rights, and it won. So,
Fair enough.
take that, great. Take that, J.K. Rowling and Graham Linehan. You great.
Dear me.
Yeah, let me see. My next stream will be on. Well, the next stream on my channel is tomorrow. That's the witch doing some more potionomics. We'll see how well they do at the next contest because I don't know how quickly they can get a grand potion of at least 2 different kinds together. Then on the Saturday, I have the carousel, playing some random games with the patrons and whatnot, and talking about what's been going on this week, which will include GoFundMe news. And I'll be back on Tuesday for some programming to continue work on our miracles and gods. Otherwise, any videos I make are here at youtube.com/lyingtube, and everything I do is powered by you at patreon.com/lying. Take it away, Lucio.
Yes, my next stream actually is on Saturday. I believe I will be going back into the world of Batman Arkham Knight. And running around doing side quests and ignoring everything else. Because I want 100% the game. Which is a bad idea. But
That's
hey.
valid.
So yeah, then I will also be back on Tuesday, probably with Arkham Knight again. Wednesday, I have no idea. And then we'll be back on Thursday with maybe some more of this, with a lying. As usual, you can find all of my socials below my stream. You can find me over on YouTube, on Twitter, on Patreon. We don't talk about Twitter anymore. Yeah, thank you all very much for joining us this evening, everyone. And we shall see you all next time on Saturday. And yeah, have a very good evening, everyone. And I'm going to throw you all at a Macor who's currently playing Stolen Realm. Seems interesting.
Enjoy.